everybody had a good weekend and were able to get whatever projects you want to get done, or just relaxing, or seeing friends or family, or whatever you love doing. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope the weather's not too bad where you are. Here it is 52 degrees and it's raining right now. It's been raining most of the weekend. Hey, Nancy! How are things over in your neck of the woods? If you want to call it that. Anyway, I watched football most of yesterday and some on Saturday. Hey, Dorothy! How's Florida? Of course, California's been getting hit in rain and everything else, and we're getting rain up here. We had the tail end of the storm, what they call the cyclone bomb cyclone, or atmospheric river storm, the big major storm. Most of it hit California. Some of it hit Oregon and up here in Washington State. It was kind of like a breeze by, kind of slid by. So anyway, this is Monday and January 9th, 2023. When I put this down on my production notes, I put 2022, and I go, wait a minute, no, this is 2023. Something to get used to here. Anyway, I'm thankful I'm not writing checks. Anyway, of course, last Saturday, late Friday and early Saturday morning. Oh, good, Dorothy. Good. I'm glad you did. Yeah, the key to is staying healthy. Make sure all your shots are up to date and everything. And, it doesn't hurt to get it done. And it'll save your life in the end. It will. Oh, don't forget your shingles shot if you've gotten that already. Because I had shingles years ago. And, oh, that was worse than, that's worse than fighting chickenpox. It really is. Anyway, as of last Saturday, of course, the GOP and their antics in the House chambers, they finally, after 15 ballots, which broke the record, by the way, electing a new House Speaker. Well, the GOP, after watching them, I go, wow, they don't know a thing about organization. They don't know a thing about putting country over party, that type of thing. And they, of course, McCarthy was stupid enough to have all these concessions because he wanted the speaker's chair really bad. Well, he just basically, what would you say, screwed himself up by having little or no power in the speaker's chair. Okay. I understand today they're working on the rules thing, and since the Republicans basically gave almost everything to the Democrats saying, well, this is where the rules should be. And I would suspect many of the moderate and liberal Republicans, not the fringe radical that you saw, okay? They're a totally different breed of animal, if you will. Saying, no, we need to bring every bill to the floor and let us vote on it. That's what they need to do. Okay? And of course, like I mentioned earlier on John's show last night, McCarthy's a flip-flopper. Okay? He goes whatever thing that may suit him. He doesn't have any, let's say, principles that will stick. He does not stick to any principles. Okay? didn't have any. And, and also seeing that brawl that almost broke out. I mean, that happened before in the House chambers. You go in and check your history. Back in 1859, they had a knockdown, drag out brawl that occurred in the House floor. There was some kind of fight over some bill or something, or over some issue between the Democrats and the newly reestablished Republicans. And at that time, House Representative Abraham Lincoln, he served in the House of Representatives, okay, served one term. And he was like, what is it with these people? You know, all he wanted to do was put country first. He did not want to put party over country. He did not want that. He said that philosophy does not work very well. Anyway, I was, like I said, I thought Gates was going to get strangled. And Gates needed to have his head smacked too. Both he and Bulber. All they want is attention. Is what they want. They want the attention. Well, if you want attention too much, you could get the wrong kind of attention. You know? So my opinion is this, the Republicans, if they want any of their bills or want any bill to pass that they agree on, they have to get the Democrats' help to pass it. Because I think there's a simple majority. I think it has to pass it 60% or some simple majority. I don't know what the current rules are now on that. But I think Nancy Pelosi had a simple majority. I think it's where she had it at. And I bet she's pretty glad that she's done with this current, with that job too. Now Hakeem Jeffries, I really like him. I wish he made Speaker of the House. I really did, because then he would run the place like a tight ship, as it should be. And he would have put McCarthy and the Republicans, especially the fringe, Boebert, Gates, Boebert, Green, that fringe in their place. Green wanted the chairmanship or assistant chairmanship or something, whatever chairmanship she wanted. But McCarthy may flip-flop on that and tell her no. You know. Well, if they reduced his powers to be and only one representative had enough votes on that, can knock McCarthy out of the speakership. Who knows, it might happen less than a day, or it might happen less than a week, or whatever. Now, some of the other moderate Republicans go, he's not going to last long. Because the fringe, radical fringe, is very finicky. And they could flip-flop too. So, really on the GOP side, they need to get rid of their circus and start getting it back to true business. And all this, he promised a committee to investigate Afghanistan and everything else. It was Trump that withdrew on the Afghanistan. It wasn't Biden. And I laugh all the hypocritical things that GOP say one thing and turn around and they do another. Say, oh, well, the other didn't happen. It's always the other party. Well, they need to grow up. That's what they really need to do. So, you know, at times like this, you want to reach in there and smack a few hits. You know, I don't condone violence, but as the mother would do to a child that doesn't follow the house rules, then yeah, they need to have their head smacked. Um, Slapped more than like anything. Um, Now, as far as the migrant issue down on the border, which the GOP seemed to make a big deal out of, um, the majority of those migrants that were asked to leave removed had criminal convictions. Okay. Um, there's a certain set of rules through the State Department how they could come in. They have to prove asylum, they have to prove this and that and the other. But if they have criminal convictions, then they shouldn't be allowed in the country. But it depends on what criminal convictions they're referring to. You know, what crimes that were committed. And we don't know. You and I don't know unless you go in there and could dig in and find out. But the courts need to stay out of Biden's business. They need to stay out. They need to work on other stuff, not just focus on the border. Okay, let the State Department handle it. Okay, let their lawyers handle it. And then they could, work on, the courts could work on other issues such as helping clearing up other criminal cases that are going on. In other words, we need to speed up our justice system. Speed it up, mend it, make it clearer, make it more transparent, and make it fair for everybody. So the State Department needs to handle that problem, the immigration and migrant issue. That's their issue. That's not the court's issue. The courts need to stay out of it. And who's sticking their nose in it is the GOP. GOP need to fix up their own problems first. It's what they really need to do. So, there's a lot of problems that we need to fix internally, okay? And we also need to kick out the corporations, and the corporations need to straighten up and fly correctly, okay? In other words, they have to have transparency, they have to have ethics, and they can't sit there and be afraid of competition, okay? Well, like when I was listening to Senator Klobuchar this morning, she had an interview by Brian Tyler Cohen on his podcast. And she was talking about all these other issues that the Senate's working on. Well, McConnell's getting a little frustrated with the House side of the things, and he says, that's not going to work. And he says, they're screwing up our party over there. And McConnell's a minority leader in the Senate. But he says, we have to work together to pass these bills. We passed it before. There was no big objection. And so, and there are a lot of things that need to be done and fixed. For example, like the omnibus bill, which in that bill, part of that bill was our infrastructure bill to repair our bridges, repair our railroads, repair roads. Hey Dusty, welcome back. Missed you. Keep on talking, girl. Keep on talking. Push back. If Facebook doesn't like it, well, that's just tough luck. Because we need to fight back against bots. And my thing with Facebook is their community standards are very, very vague. They're not very specific, okay? And the bots need to be blocked out and saying, hey, we run the internet, okay? And, I mean, look look at Tribble, look at, there's one other social platform. But they don't have problems like this. When people say something or, people just shrug it off, what they put in rules for is they don't like people stalking other people, bullying, okay? That's a no-no. Bullying's a no-no. Stalking's a no-no. Threatening is no-no. But one of the things we need to... Hey, Dusty, you need to have a t-shirt or a sweatshirt that says, I love being a repeat offender of Facebook just to nag them. You should design one. So anyway, I'm not mocking you, Dusty, don't get me wrong. But, it just, it causes, when you have a statement like that, it makes people think. They can get mad all they want, but I discovered if they get mad, it makes them think. You need to think up here, okay? What they need to do. But as far as the State Department goes, they need to handle the immigration issue. Because it's international. Okay? I mean, yeah. Well, I was in Facebook prison, Facebook jail about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. But it was like, I checked everything. I always think through what I say and everything else, but I put the truth out there. And some bot decided to twist it all around. I just told the bot or whoever did it, I told Facebook that, hey, look, you need to stop dragging back old stuff that really doesn't pertain anymore. And Facebook has no way of, Facebook trying to prevent away from you to replying back to them. Well, you know what? You could go to the FCC and say, hey, my freedom of speech is being impeded by Facebook. And you could go to the FBI on that too. You're a bad, good girl, Dusty. You're good, but you could be bad when you want to be. Oh. Sorry, I hope I'm not coming down for cold. Anyway, let's see, where are we? Okay, 119. Now on to other things. On Saturday, actually Friday night, well, just after my rant on Friday, I will be shutting this down, my desktop down, and then I'll be back up on Monday. I'm getting my new desk installed on Saturday, being put together. So I'm going to be shut down after that, but I will have my laptop up and running. And so once my new desk is in, everything's rearranged, I'll take before pictures, and I'll take the after pictures, and I'll put up pictures prior to my move, and then after my move, and then everything else in my apartment. I've been here for about 4 months now, since October. So, I got my desk. If you want anything new or anything else, use either Honey or whatever to get your discounts. Sorry, I'm getting reminders popping up here. But anyway, go to Wayfair if you want any furniture. Really nice items. And this is where I got my desk. I got it on sale for 90, was it $80 or $90, something like that. On sale for about $99. And then the handyman that they partner with comes in and puts it together. Because my daughter couldn't do it because she's busy where she's at. Normally she puts my furniture together. But with this guy, he puts them together and flat fee of $80 to put your pieces of furniture together. It's not like at Amazon or anything else. Yeah, it was on sale. I got it on their closeout sale because they had, they were overstocked. And so they need to make room for their desk, for their stocking or desk. They need to make more room. And so they put these desks on sale. It's for the Christmas sale. That's how I got it. And so I badly needed a new desk so I could sit a little bit more comfortably. This here is it's basically a temporary desk, but this is my printer table. It's mainly used for my printer, set my printer on and everything. So this is going to be going over here, over in that area. That table where my printer is sitting on now will go out into my living room. Yeah, I love Wayfair. They were very courteous and everything, and they said they will keep me informed when it gets here. The desk will be here on Thursday, so overnight on Friday. So it'll be in the package until Saturday. So I'll just, put it in here. And then it'll be ready to go. And I'll let the guy put it together for me. Because they got some really nice things. And one other thing I need to get from Wayfair, and that won't happen until next month or so, is I need to get extra storage drawer from my desk stand, or my, what do you call it, nightstand. I'm missing one drawer for that, and so I need to replace it, put a new one in. But they got some really nice stuff. They got like lamps. They have, storage items. They also, for $99, I didn't have, my budget was, I'm sorry, my budget wasn't big enough for that. But I wanted to get a over the sink, kitchen sink hang thing. Okay, shitting. When you do your dishes, and it'll drain your dishes inside right there. So a rounder thing will be a lot, how do you say it? Neater. So I'm looking at getting that. Cause the mat, my dream mat that I have right now, I probably know I need to wash it, but, it's getting old. So I had it like for 5 years, 6 years now. It's only been washed once or twice, but pretty soon I'm gonna need to replace it. So, or get that and not use it at all, and not use the drain thing, because the drain thing's getting old there too. Because when I lived in the old apartment, there was been a lot, the water there is not that good. The water has a lot more, well, the water's not crisp or clear as much over there. Here, it's much better. The pipes are brand new here and everything, and so the water's crisp and clean. It tastes really good compared back over in Springbrook. So, okay, well, it's 1:25, and I'm also working on other projects too, such as improving customizing my YouTube channel page better. So I'm working on using that. I'm still working on decision on my store, but I'm looking at maybe suspending it temporarily, and see how it goes or whatever. I could suspend the store, but I'll just look into it and see what it is, or I just might sell it and just concentrate on my YouTube. But again, we will see. It's kind of a, should I go this route type thing? Would that work out? Or should I go this route and would that work out? You know how that goes. So, anyway, I will sign off. I will see you guys on Wednesday at 1 o'clock as usual. Same time, same station type thing. And we'll see what more news comes on and see what more antics that McCarthy's going to think up. He's already in a bind now. He's probably wish he didn't have the job. No. So, anyway, I will see you guys on Wednesday. And have a good evening. Take care. I love you guys. And who's the fourth person that came in? It's 4 people. Okay, well, hey, it's better than nothing. Oh, be sure to insist, persist, and share. And I need more subscribers for my YouTube channel, too. So, I'm working on getting more content for that. Okay? I love you all, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.